Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Pyre. Byron here. So yeah, let's start off with the slug market. Let's see what Falconron has. So, guys, can't help but wondering whatever happened to that number with the wings. You know, the one, I guess she's kind of pretty, maybe, I suppose. She's still around by any chance? Because, well anyways, just sell me your shit and be on your way, Falconron. Suck up. Alright, let's see. There's the mushroom. Is there anything else really for me to buy right now? I don't think so. No, it doesn't seem like much. See you again sometime soon, maybe, okay? Because, I gotta say, you're my favorite customer I had all week? Question mark? What? Let's just commence these rites and tell Falconron to shove it up his ass. After you're making all the necessary preparations amid the desolation and sprawl of the Cairn of Hob, you and your companions await the commencement of the rites. It is quieter even than usual on the onset of such events. The lone minstrel appears, bearing some sort of news. I have checked, and it appears as though the essence have not yet arrived, reader sir. There is no sign of Tamitha, or anyone. Their sigil is not set either. If what he says is true and your adversaries are not present, then you presume the rites cannot commence. However, the stars themselves soon indicate you are mistaken. We're fighting someone. It may not be them, but we're righting someone. Alright, let's go. Let's start this thing up. Who are we fighting? Are we fighting, I want to say Kozilek, but I know it's not Kozilek. That's a magic card. What's his name again? God, we had the same problem last episode. I'm sorry.
Reader.
Yes?
The Commonwealth.
Yes?
Your home.
It was at one point.
Today, it is aflame. Much like a stack of books. Aflame because of you.
What?
Because of your outlandish plan. Not that you care.
Why is it? I just helped him at the back. Is everyone else like dead?
Your attempts at revolution.
Whoa, we still have the right, so we can still send one person up there. So are we sending them to like death right now?
As for myself, I shall enjoy presiding over these remaining rites.
Yeah, you got two more. I don't have to hear your trap anymore. The rite is set to commence, but your adversaries, have they failed to show? Unfortunate, but understandable. They knew that they would never make it to another liberation rite. I cannot blame them for not wanting to participate just for the sake of it. Indeed, as the rites are drawing to a close, some of the triumvirate whom you have met, perhaps they are beginning to decide the stars are not worth heeding any longer. Tamitha, you wonder whether she would give up on the rites like that. Her fixation on the Commonwealth seemed not easily dissuaded, though perhaps she decided to pursue revenge some other way. In any case, we have begun the ceremony here, so I ask that we end it. What, so do I just we just jump into the fire? Alright, who do I want to start? Let's go in here. Do I want the quickness? Let's go this way. Wise? I can't get money for this one? Nah, she's fast enough as it is right now. Let's go here. Break through soul walls. I guess let's try and see how this one works. Choose.
Bertrude.
Let's go. Oh, right. No, this one is Tizos. Less stamina. Do I want speed or stamina? I kind of want to get some speed in here. Yeah, let's see how fast Tizo can go again. Choose.
Tizo.
Alright, and then presents, I guess. Yep.
Volfred.
All seems good to me.
It is done.
Let us end this and be on our way. Conceding the rights is frowned upon. Believe me, I should know. You conceded in the rights?
Lo, even your adversaries have abandoned you. And it is done. The Nightwings prevail. By default.
Wow, that's
Not that their
that's actually
adversaries
it?
even care.
Wow, I thought that maybe I would have to continuously do it and someone would show up, but it was time we wasted here. Although our kind, we live for very, very long.
Boundless are the teachings
no
of the
experience.
scribes.
Literally got nothing for that, eh?
You may go now at your earliest convenience.
Huh. It's an interesting twist right now. Do we still get to go to the liberation rite though? Let's see what do we got going on. No one speaks further of the essence back at the Black Wagon. Everyone is instead preoccupied with the rite that is to come. Thus does the final chance at liberty present itself at last, then. I'm afraid so. Our plan is an imperfect one, yet here we are, faced with this vital opportunity. He looks over to you. Rita, my boy, please go see for yourself. I think we all know where we are headed next, and I suspect I know whom we shall face when we arrive. The others turn to you as well. You turn toward the wagon's door. You know what you shall see out there. Now, however, the time has come to face it. Alright, let's head to this liberation rite. The dim and fading light of the final star still pierces through the darkness, demanding your attention, guiding you toward the endpoint on your path. You see the plain star of Solomon. Yep, the golden star. Let's get heading, I guess. Fulford's planner. Nothing left. Yep. We know who we're up against. So we're going to give him one final chance to potentially get his freedom. You're summoned to the Fall of Solomon for your 7th and final liberation rite. Thus shall the cycle of the rites be ended for an age. You sense that if the rites shall ever commence again, it shall not be during your lifetime, or that of any of your companions, even the longest-lived ones. The stars reveal to you one thing more. The adversaries who you shall face shall be Orlek. Already he has crossed Scribe's Gate and awaits your arrival. If the 8 scribes created the Nightwings in their own likeness, perhaps it is only fitting that the Nightwings should, in the end, forced to face themselves. Orlek. Curse this damned cycle, that I must pit up against him in this, our final chance. Let us retire for the night. We shall not have many chances more for rest before our journey ended. The group disperses as exhaustion sets in. At dawn, you fly to Mount Elodial to make a final effort to achieve your plan and get somebody home. But who? Well, let's continue on our journey because I guess...
Foolish reader. Your so-called friends.
Yeah?
You are accomplice to their hateful plot.
Yeah, I'm literally the reader.
You shall never have your freedom.
That's fine, as long as they are. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was told coming into this that I was not going to have my freedom. Not partially coming into this, but very quickly into this. They told me I cannot go free because I'm not doing anything in the rites. By dawn, you are already up and about after a troublesome slumber. The Black Wagon is prepared for its final voyage to the Fall of Solomon. No one speaks. Let's take off. Let's go. Oh, okay. As you lift into the skies, the low minstrel raises his voice, cutting through the somber mood. Reader, a certain old ballad comes to mind just now. I think it may benefit the circumstances. Perhaps it may help pass the time along our flight. Would you mind it very much if I were to play this song for the Nightwings? By all means, buddy. Not now. You urge the low minstrel to play his ballad so that all among you might hear it. He begins without another word. And the stars align, the right shall come to bear, illuminate the signs, the exile shall be there. Oh, okay. This is more like an acoustic version, kind of. Yeah. It's a lot more like loop heavy. This is one of the songs that is on my iPod that I really like from this game. The end has just begun. Strength may break alone. I guess we just get to go through the entire world and just see how big and empty it is right now. Since Bertrude gains favor. Let's see, Bertrude. Nah, Volfred, I don't need you. Temple Sirston. I wonder if they timed that perfectly for the landing. You touch down amid the splendor of Mount Elodial to make pilgrimage to the summit for one last time. There, one last liberation rite shall soon commence. There, one less exile shall regain his or her freedom. All others shall remain to carry out their sentences here in the downside for the remainder of their lives. And in the Commonwealth, the plan of which you are a part shall either come to fruition or shall be suppressed. I'm not too worried. Right now we got an 89% win rate, 89% success rate, and we're going to send someone back. After having landed, you joined Bertrude on an expedition to the monument of Molten Milth for what is likely to be the final time. We beseech ye, ancient gods of the last age. We invoke thine aid. We have traveled far to gain this summit many times and stood steadfast with our compatriots who seek to lead this place. We now offer ye our services eternally, if you would grant us such a boon as to ensure a triumph in the coming night. Long would we serve ye, our ancient gods, should ye accept our offer here and now. Soon she is finished. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though the molten milk has shown you favor. At dawn, you should begin your last ascent. For now, your vacations may occupy what little time you have to spare. +3 glory, eh? Jeez. Oh, let's go here. Black wagon. More Bertrude, eh? Hey, give me my berry. Give me my mushroom. Let me talk to the Bertrude now. You notice Bertrude studying the Beyonder crystal. She sets it down as you approach. Emath the Wraith rebuked our attempt to summon her. She insisted that we are too young to understand yet. She must be referring to Sandra. It seems that Bertrude may be able to invoke her. Stubborn, that one. Possessing of an ancient understanding, olden ways and olden times. Many centuries of history. Knowledge of the 8 scribes themselves held captive there, within that tiny green-tinted stone. With that, the Wraith's own memories. That we could extract them in some way. Perhaps that would induce the wrath's obedience, Reedy One. But we shall heedeth not. She claimeth obligation unto only thee. Although... She stops and thinks carefully. The Beyonder crystal is not to be tampered with. Your fellow exiles know that it is that its use is at your sole discretion. She backs away from you, still thinking to herself. Ignore us our inquiries about this, Reedy One. Our reasoning has taken us elsewhere. The refusal to cooperate is like to be an ancient warning of some sort. It is possible that others, such as the others of the Southern Bog, know something of her, but we shall not be tampering any further with such sorceries ourselves. That the Wraith refuses to cooperate suggests her predicament is suitably deserved. She heads out in a huff, but just as the air grows still and quiet, you sense something from the Beyonder crystal. Mouth the Wraith, she says. Can you believe it, reader? Aye, to be so young and foolish again. Sandra the Unseen laughs to herself. Your proximity to the Beyonder crystal must have been sufficient to invoke her in this case. That crone of yours is far too curious, I think. But it appears that even she has learned her lesson in this case. Thank the stars, I am beholden to no more than any among you Nightwings at the time. No more than one among you Nightwings at a time. And thank the stars that happens to be you rather than her. And if that crone attempts to lay her fingers on the Beyonder crystal again, I shall just have to torment her dreams till she's my age. Do feel free to mention that if it comes up. Now, farewell. You know where to find me, lovely reader. She vanishes. It seems that Sandra proved resistance to Bertrude's tampering. If so much history is trapped within the Beyonder crystals, then it shall remain for the foreseeable future. You're certainly persistent, reader. What is on your mind? Ah, my best friend in all the world, come to visit me again. Does it make you uncomfortable? Perhaps that I should call you thus. Perhaps you think that you do not yet know me very well, but I know you just fine. You reveal a great deal to me when you come visit me like this. You are not the only one who can sense things in others, you know. She laughs to herself. One learns to read a bit when forced to suddenly appear within a book for 837 years or so. Especially if one won't pry a little. You understand, for it gets rather boring here. I know all about you, a crippled scholar who simply wants to see his quest to completion, only to end up spending all its time talking to an operation stuck in a stone. Oh, I know about your loves, and lack thereof about your favorite pastimes, certain habits you may be somewhat loath to admit. Fear not, of course. I use this special knowledge only as a means to entertain myself, I think. And if you don't like it, why, just keep your distance, like so many of your predecessors. As for the Beyonders, they are as wraiths to me, as I must seem to all those idiots with whom you consort. I cannot confide as easily in my own kind as I'm able to confide in you. But I suppose that I have said too much. Thank you as ever for the visit. You have given me a lot to think about, more than you know. She laughs again softly. Is that it? Yeah, we don't need to practice right. Go forth and show your adversaries what you have learned. I learned nothing from that talk. Well, that's okay. Let's forage for resources. Crystal Basin or Gleaming Frost? You assess the source of enlightenment here? Nah. Crystal Basin. What's this? How much is this worth? 87. Whew. I'm rich. I'm rich. Alright, let's continue on this journey. Oh, Scribe's Gate, eh? It's like I haven't been here before. Oh. Oh, a messenger imp. Ooh, Pamitha, what do you got? A messenger imp somehow tracks you down in the sheer cliffs of Mount Elodial and delivers to you recent news and rumors from the other side. Specifically, the imp shares details regarding Pamitha, who and what became of her since she was liberated in the fall of Solomon. She found herself back in the homeland of her enemies, where despite her connections to the Highway remnants, her past transgressions were forgiven. In fact, she was asked to join the military council, given her unique background. Yet she refused to cooperate, and instead demanded to be reunited with her sister Tamitha. But when they threatened her with a resentencing to exile, and insisted that she take the opportunity, Tamitha said at last that she would think it over, and return with a decision soon. Next, she was seen, however, among Volfred's sons and daughters of the Revolution, where it is said that she has attracted her loyalty, at least for the time. Where she has attached her loyalty, my bad. You thank the Emperor bringing you the news, which soon gets to your companions talking. I hold to hope that both the Thean sisters one day shall soon join together as part of our good cause. The two of them can help lead us toward a brighter future. One's still stuck down here, and we were supposed to face her, so I don't see the sister getting out unless we really do something. Gahoon! Tizzo wishes Pamitha to find her way and her sister in the Commonwealth. What? We suspect the ancient enmity between the winged and the flightless shall not be soon resolved, if ever at all. In spite of some mixed feelings, news of Pamitha's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with resolve. More hope. So I wonder if we'd get negative hope. We'd get like -1 if we didn't win the liberation rights. Maybe. Let's see. You stand before the Scribe's Gate with your companions. The Gate Guardian is there, as ever, but you sense something is different in her. The exiles of the Nightwings. We shall not meet again after the coming rites. Tarek and I, it shall be time we take our rest, I think. Greetings, Celeste. I will tell you that the Nightwings are prepared, though this time, I am uncertain anyone amongst us feels thus. We have a duty to uphold, Tarek. And then what, Celeste? And then nothing. Not for the rites or us. Not till the dawn of a new age. Now, Nightwings, step forward. Please state your names and what it is you seek whilst crossing the Scribe's Gate. One by one, your fellow exiles approach her, now with this sureness in their step. If I may, my name is Wolfert Sandalwood. I long as yet to see an age where freedom is one's birthright, and no longer are good people such as these forced to contend for it. We are called Big Bertrude. We seek to fulfill the plan of Sandalwood, for we are fond of him and his beliefs, and then to go about our business. Tizzo believes that his ancestors are watching over the Nightwings and seeks to live up to their legacy. Finally, you step forth once more. You, a crippled scholar who simply wants to see his quest to its completion, and who managed to come this far with this group. The Gate Guardian observes you for a moment, then motions past the archway towards the summit. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome, go forth with glory. Except for you, Tarek. You stay right there. I thought you said, the rites are not yet ended, Tarek. He looks to her, then over to the rest of you. Pardon me, everyone. I shall be there when the stars align. The Gate Guardian and the Low Minstrel remain together as the rest of you depart. Poor guy. It seems like he's like trapped in this situation. Is it just like a never-ending cycle for him? Let's see. Slug Market. You have time to shop. You have gained the summit of Mount Elodial for the 7th time. The final time in which any one of you shall have the chance to leave the downside. I think the Beyond Crystal seeks you. You got... I could do this right now, but I think I'm gonna save this for the next episode of LongTimeGaming. I'm very interested to see what the Beyond Crystal wants of me. Maybe I get to participate in the rites this time? I gotta get my freedom somehow. We're gonna figure this out next episode. See you guys.